There we go. Wait for some people. Let's get some music, dude. It's gonna sound like crap because I don't have a way to transfer in music. Let's do some 80s. I'm wondering if people can hear that. I'm actually going to turn off my fan. Let's see. Still waiting on some peoples. See if I have in what I want to use. I think I have everything in here I want to use. Else I'll have to do a forma build. That's too much time for my stream. I guess I'll just go ahead and start. Everybody will be able to pop in here in a little bit. Hi guys, Sigma here with you today, doing a little bit of Warframe tooling around, just kind of leveling up stuff, maxing out characters that I haven't gotten a chance to use yet. Been using Grendel, been kind of trying to get a feel for him. I know you see he's maxed out, but really only got to play with him like the one time, and I have a group of high-level friends that pick me up and take me into events that just basically just max out my XP before I even have a chance to do anything. Come to find out that Grendel actually has a really decent crowd control ability, and that comes from two things. That comes from his feast, which you basically go fat bastard and suck up every enemy in sight, but you can only hold up to a maximum of 3 enemies. And you can either puke them out and deal the toxin damage, or you do regurgitate when you go to regurgitate said enemy. Not only uses him as a high-speed projectile, but also coats him in toxin damage. dealing damage to other surrounding enemies. So you get a little bit more enjoyment out of the regurgitate than you would if you were just using feast twice. Let's see, what is this passive? Enemy consumed grants 50 bonus armor. Oh, that's neat. We don't have time to sit here and read this. I want to do some stuff. I'm sure you guys want to see me do stuff too. See if I can do other things. I can maybe put one more mod in here. Alright. Like to do that split chamber there. I'm just gonna go ahead and Yankee Doodle Dandy put that status chance in there. So what the status chance does with any of the status ailments like impact, puncture, slash, or any of the other elemental status elements, i.e. heat, cold, electricity, toxin, it just makes more of that status prominent versus you having a chance on getting that status ailment when you go to do an attack. But instead, that status chance is upped a little bit more so that you get more of the status chance impact. And that would be good if you were using Lavos and Kratos' build. Which Lavos is a Warframe, Kratos is his signature shotgun. And I'll go over more about that here in a while. So, but for right now, I'm going to be focusing on Proboscis. I still have an issue trying to pronounce this, and it's a thing. It's like if you can't pronounce it, you really shouldn't go to say it, or you shouldn't be using it. Proboscis Cernos. Catabolist. Catabolist is really neat. It spews corrosive, and also when you empty it out completely, it's mag throws a grenade, so the more it is emptied, the more potent it is, and when you throw that, it deals an absurd amount of corrosive or toxic damage. I think it's corrosive damage for that. And then this is just an infested skin on Grendel's signature heavy weapon. So without this, it looks like that. That's so weird. Like, that's so weird. So then I go for that, which kind of hangs in with the infested theme that I've got going, as you can tell by my Sayandana and my armor I have here. It's ugly as hell, but it's different. Trying to get more plant and fungal like, because Grendel is based off a pumpkin, as you can tell by his body and his tummy. Looks like a pumpkin. So, without further ado, let's go and do some stuff. So, two unique places to go focus on for both rifle and melee. Rifle, you're going to want to come down to Romula and Venus, and then for Earth, it's Koba. Each place grants you bonus affinity for the enemies that you kill, but each place is different. You get more, you get a slightly more affinity percentage if you kill with melee weapons, versus coming back down here to Venus, to Romula, and getting the 5% bonus affinity from rifle kills, which the bow does constitute for a rifle because it uses sniper rifle ammunition for its arrows, which is weird. I totally think when it comes to the bow and arrow, the ammunition you pick up should be universal. But there again, the bow would be broken, so I could see why they didn't go for that. I need to repaint my vessel. It's really cool. By the way, this is the Nightwave spaceship that you get when you fully reach level 30. After that, if you acquire rank 30 again within that time, you get like 2 Umber Formas. Like, it's cool, but I'm not about to throw.
At our doorstep.
time for that. Like, I think Umbra Forma is nice, but I don't use Umbra Forma mods enough, or I'm sorry, I don't use Umbra Polarized mods enough that I need to go get those Umbra mods, or those Umbra Formas. I just kind of hang out up here. I'm out of the way, and I can get my shots. The fun, cool fact about the Proboscis Cernos is that it does this thing where if I shoot it, it kind of does this like Cthulhian tentacle pull on the enemies that are in the surrounding area. So, check this out. There's like 5 or 6 guys down here, right? Now they're all amalgamated and dead. Never played with a more fun bow in my time in playing Warframe. This is so cool. And the idea of the bow, it's more of a crowd control feature than it is like going out and single-handedly taking enemies out with the arrows, which you can do, but because there's only 9 shots, either you put in a high-capacity mod or you just go sparingly with your arrows. So if I'm out up here on the surface, I'll do my bow, but if I'm down underneath the lower floor, I'll do a balance of both the bow and my Warframe abilities, Feast and Regurgitation. Let's turn it up a little bit. Get in my belly! Now he'll sit in there for a while, but if he sits too long, he'll start draining my energy bar. So now what I'll actually do is I'll wait for the enemies to build up around the pod here, and then I'll release it back into the wild. And because there was 2 enemies there, I sucked up both enemies. So this will deal double damage. So I'm just going to let him sit and cook in my belly for a little bit. Not that that adjusts for any more damage, it's just I'm going to switch between the 2. See that? Now when the round comes back in, I'm going to have to expulsiate the 2 enemies I have in there because they're really pulling my energy bar back. So I'm hoping these guys come in pretty quick. I'm going to have to do early premature regurgitation. Because I really don't have enough energy, I can't pull them in my tummy. I have to do my... What the heckin' was that? I didn't realize what I had on. You fools! You absolute fools! Get sucked in! What? But why? Whack. Now he's dead. So generally, when I go to do my my maxing my ranks, I'll go do something that's kind of mid-range for my capabilities, just so I'm able to collect on experience and not so much be completely efforted into focusing on what I'm doing. Like I have the focus here, but it's not like I'm fighting to survive. Kind of like at my leisure. And that's something that my buddy Cat pointed out. If you want to do something that's not super low level, but a high enough level that it's somewhat easy for you to do, but still gives you that good experience boost.
Let's go on the offensive.
Come on, guys. By the way, I got to play with Octavia Prime. She's already max 30, so she was a really interesting character to try to get a handle on. That is, she is one of those Warframes where it's victory through effort. And I'm talking about knowing how the Warframe responds with its abilities and what to build for. I still don't know what I wanted to do with her in the way of building. I just needed strength and efficiency. So. And a lot of her abilities are duration. So a lot of her abilities need to last longer than what they are stronger. She does this thing where she drops a small orb and then she'll drop a little wheelie thing. And then that wheelie thing will pick up that little orb thing and it'll roll around everybody. Whoever shoots damage or deals damage to the thing that's rolling around, that deals the damage back to the enemy in the surrounding area. So that requires strength because you want that to be potent, but also duration because you need it to last a long time. Efficiency is arbitrary, but if you don't want the build to be in high cost, then it would beseech you to find mods that would lower the cost on some of Octavia's abilities.
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Extraction is ready.
Of course we're going to continue.
Unless you
I
can
do
handle
about
more of the enemy.
20 waves of this, like I said.
Continue to defend.
So we're not ready
You will
to
be
go
rewarded for your bravery.
We'll take some enemies. We're going to start amassing around the pod. Which is kind of what we want. If you know how to use Brindle, he's a good crowd control Warframe. I just suck up 5 things. I did. I thought I could only hold up to 3, but alright. Okay. I found out a new thing. Now I have enough arrows that I can get back to balancing Incernos now. Plate gonna lift up yet? Still here. I would like to go to the top floor, please. That's what I want. Now the enemies aren't really dropping nearly those bow containers as I need. I have to kind of pick my fight. Oh, there's one. Yay, now we're back to 9. And I've also figured out if you shoot directly at the pod, you will lose your shot. It will eat your arrow, and you won't get that area of effect. You kind of gotta walk where you're aiming. Now we can go back to doing this. Again, you don't want to wait too long to fire your arrows at a big group like that. But you want just enough to where the Cernos is most effective. Because if you wait too long, you risk putting an extensive amount of damage with your pod because they're sitting there whacking it. Let me rephrase that. Because they're setting there dealing damage to it. Here. Come on, guys, we got all day. Where are you going? Still do not have arrows. 6. So here within the next week or so, hoping that we're going to be getting the call to Tempestari. Or Tempestari, however you pronounce it. So, upon having a little bit more of the railjack focus, we'll also be getting a brand new Warframe called Sevagoth. And I am super excited for that. He's going to be fun to build, and I'm just going to have a good time using him. He's one of the only Warframes that has sort of a Wraith ability. If his Wraith meter is up high enough and you die, his Wraith form comes from out of his body, and you can revive yourself with that. So that's really neat. That's pretty cool if you're one of the solo players that go after the high level crap and you just don't have what you need to survive. Well, if your Wraith meter is up high enough and you do end up falling, you can revive yourself and not use your affinity, which is good. Let me tell you, it sucks in the middle of leveling weapons and your Warframe and you fall to enemies, and when you go to revive yourself, you use the affinity that you were getting to revive yourself. Not all of the affinity that you were getting, but just enough that it would annoy you. I kind of wish they didn't do that, but at the same time, it's kind of like punishment for dying. Like, I shouldn't be punished for dying because it's kind of a thing that everybody's subjugated to, dying. And you think you got what it takes, and then the game decides to show its ugly teeth, and you die, and you go, man, I should have thought about that more. But PE says, hey, apart from our game being its game, if you do die, we're going to punish you by dying because you should have thought about what you did. Get that, but kind of sucks if you're in the middle of the level and you lose your XP for doing it. I can't believe I'm already at 10.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose
Now we
to leave
got
now or continue fighting?
9 more waves.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Come on. Now I'm actually going to use this for my armor. As well as take a bite. I don't need to tell most of you that actually play this game to avoid taking direct hits from the purple tall guys. They'll not only mess you up, but they'll also decay your energy bar exponentially. So get close to them at your own risk. Ah, yes, that's what I like to see. And also today, I'm hoping when I come back and do another stream, I can actually get Mr. Adam Brimmer, otherwise known as Brim Daddy 747. I would like to get his silly butt on here when I'm doing this. Because he's got some funny commentary, let me tell you. The other night, I was using my Haro. And if you guys are familiar with Warframe and have used Haro, he has this sweeping animation that he has for his little swing and burner. And Mr. Brim Daddy 747 comments saying that he's mopping the floors. And we just made jokes about that all night. I will never think about Haro the same ever again. Well, he tried. I hate MOAs. Especially the infested ones. That's a good explosion. How about no? Those guys need to go back. And that mower too.
For the Lotus.
For the Lotus. Do. Come on, guys. It's open. Come in the center. That's it. Nothing's happening in the center. It's completely open. I have 4 dudes. Oh yeah.
That was a close one.
Extraction is ready.
All
Unless
right,
you can
one more
handle
set
more
of
of
5.
the enemy. Continue to defend.
Now we're gonna
You
have
will
to
be
really,
rewarded for your bravery.
really concentrate on defending this. pod down. There we go. Now everything's starting to piece together. I tried jumping away. Oh, I forgot I had a dude in my stomach. And we got one more enemy left for the next wave. We got a little bit of time to work with. Pod's still healing. I think it'll be okay by the time the enemies start piling in. Explodey! Explodey! Energy. Oh yeah. Blast radius. So that would be really neat to put on this bow. Just saying. Here they come. I love watching the Moas struggle to jump when I hit them with that. Woo! Wave 20. That's it. Come on. See? I used that catalyst and my
Reinforcements
character
available.
threw that
Do you choose to leave
explosive
now
potent
or
bladder
continue
and it was
fighting?
completely empty and it was really potent. Alright, there we go. I got up to 25, 5 more ranks for that. Got some good credit there. Got some decent endo. There's Firestorm. Last radius of weapons with radial attacks. Ooh. Would that be cool? I'm hoping I could put that on there because that would be super cool. Let's see. Because there's Thunderbolt. Has a chance to explode. There's Firestorm. Let's try this.
I've been thinking, Operator. I thought you'd want to
There
know.
we go.
Did you fuse your mods, Operator? Did they anger you in some way?
Let's see. 7. I mean, there's impact on it. Throw more impact. That's about all I can do. Oh, dirt. It's already on there. That's puncture. Why not? This ought to be good. Oh, that's cool. Oh! we'll be back later. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you guys later. Bye.